Good evening, Average Joes. I hope this video finds you well. I'm still a bit under the weather, so I ask that you bear with me as I get through the content today. It is a beautiful Sunday out today and a little bit warmer. I wish I could be outside, but I'm still under the weather and we have to take care of ourselves. But today we're going to talk about it's called the default mode network. This episode is going to be very heavily psychology focused, and a lot of what I talk about is psychology focused to begin with, but this is we're going to actually be talking about the brain and the reasons that we default to certain behaviors and patterns of thought and what that does to us. Okay, so do you ever zone out during a mundane task and suddenly you're deep in overthinking, replaying old conversations, or planning out your entire future? That's your brain's default mode network, or DMN. And from here on out, I'm probably going to refer to it as DMN, but it stands for default mode network. It's like your mind's autopilot for daydreams, self-reflection, and sometimes those unhelpful worry loops. But here's the thing. This network can either trap you in mental ruts or unlock creativity and clarity. Today, we're learning how to steer it for good, turn it from a distraction machine into a tool that works for you. By the end, you'll understand what the DMN is and why it matters, the downsides when it goes overboard, rather, how to spot it taking over, and practical steps to tame it. The DMN, also known as your brain's daydream machine. We talked about zoning out during the middle of a conversation or at work. So I just kind of take a moment to think about times that you've done that. We've all been there staring at the wall, but our mind is miles away. Your default mode network, or DMN, is your brain's autopilot for daydreams and self-talk. And today we're learning how to steer it for good. So let's talk about the basics of the DMN. The DMN is a system of interconnected brain regions that lights up when you're not actively focused on a task. That's when your mind wanders, daydreaming, reflecting on the past, or worrying about what's next. It involves key areas like the medial prefrontal cortex, which handles self-referential thoughts, and the posterior cingulate cortex, which ties into memory and emotion. Think of it as your brain's resting state network. It's most active when you're at rest but not sleeping. One real world example is you're washing dishes, your hands are on autopilot, but your mind's replaying a fight from last week or mentally planning dinner. That's the DMN in action, pulling you inward. Another one, driving a familiar route and suddenly realizing you've arrived without remembering the drive. Your DMN took over the mental wheel while your body handled the task. Or during a boring meeting, which we've already said, your eyes are open, but you're scripting your weekend plans or critiquing your outfit choice. This again is the DMN at work. Notice how often this happens in your day. It's sneaky, but once you see it, you can start to manage it. We'll talk more about why that matters next. The DMN is basically the driver of your inner world. It shapes how you think about yourself, solve problems, and even feel. First, creativity. The DMN excels at connecting distant ideas, leading to those aha moments. It's why great ideas hit in the shower or during a walk. Your mind is free to wonder and leak concepts. Second, self-reflection. It helps you process experiences, like evaluating, how did that meeting go? Or what do I really want in life? Healthy DMN activity builds self-awareness. Third is overthinking. But when it's overactive, it can trap you in rumination, endless worry and regret, or negative self-talk. I personally struggle with what ifs during quiet moments, like laying in bed and replaying a small mistake from the day or a conversation. And my assumption is there's going to be some kind of catastrophic outcome because of that one mistake that I made during the day. This is my brain's DMN on overdrive, and it's stealing my peace of mind. Think about artists or inventors. Einstein said his best ideas came while daydreaming. That's DMN fueling innovation. But on the flip side, in mental health research, overactive DMN is linked to conditions like depression, where people get stuck in negative loops. Does your own DMN spark more creativity or worry for you? Reflect on that. When daydreams go dark. Now let's get real about the downsides. An overactive DMN isn't just a quirk. It can harm your well-being. First is anxiety. It loves ruminating over past mistakes, Why did I say that? Or future fears. What if this goes wrong? This mental replay keeps stress hormones flowing. Second, low mood. Negative self talk takes center stage. I'm not enough. I always mess up. Over time, this erodes confidence and happiness. Third, distraction. You miss the present moment while lost in your head, leading to poorer focus, relationships, and even safety risks like zoning out while driving. I've seen it in myself during downtime. Instead of relaxing, sometimes I mentally audit my life and end up feeling even more drained. It steals joy from the now and amplifies the problems that aren't even real. Does this sound familiar? Good. Recognizing it is power. Spot the autopilot. How do you know if your DMN is out of control? You're stuck in. Here are the telltale signs. You're stuck in loops. The same memory or scenario plays on repeat like a broken record. You feel drained. All the internal chatter saps your mental energy, leaving you exhausted even after rest. You're gone. Friends or family notice and say, "Where'd you go?" or "Earth to you" when you zone out mid conversation. The best test. Next time you're unfocused, like waiting in line or brushing your teeth, notice what is your brain chewing on. Is it helpful or is it just noise? Example, during a walk, instead of enjoying the scenery, you're rehearsing an argument from yesterday. DMN wild. Or at dinner with loved ones, but mentally planning tomorrow's to-do list. Present body, absent mind. You can't just turn off the DMN. It's part of being human, but you can tame it and steer it productively. Here are 4 steps to get started. Step 1, mindfulness. Anchor yourself in the now. Feel your breath. Name 5 sounds around you or focus on physical sensations. This quiets the wonder. Engage. Pick a task that demands full attention, like solving a puzzle, cooking a new recipe, or playing an instrument. Flow states push the DMN to the background. Catch negative thoughts and shift them. Turn "I'm a failure" into "I'm figuring it out" or "that was a learning moment." And then lastly, we have physical exercise, even a brisk walk. Even this dials down DMN activity by boosting other brain networks. This isn't just self-help. You can help others tame their DMN too. Start by noticing zoning. Gently say, "You seem lost in thought. Want to share what's on your mind?" Then suggest focus. Let's do something fun to get out of our heads, like a game or a quick walk. Teach mindfulness. Share a simple breathing trick like inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. Example is a coworker visibly ruminating during lunch, staring into space. You suggest that you take a short walk outside. She later says it totally reset her and cleared the mental fog and brought her back to the present. Be empathetic. Everyone's DMN runs wild sometimes. Your nudge could make their day. Let's turn this into your 7-day DMN reset action plan or reset challenge. So day 1, catch one DMN moment, like worrying while driving or zoning during a meal. Write it down. What was the thought and how did it feel? Days 2 through 4, I want you to notice it happening and then try one focus trick: mindfulness, breathing, an engaging task, reframing, or movement. Note what works best. And then days 5 to 7, teach a friend or family member a DMN calming tip. Share your results with them. Maybe swap stories. This builds awareness and habits. You'll notice more presence and less drain. And when you're done, let us know in the comments. You can like, subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. But put it in the comments your success or challenge, or even if you've had failure with this, whether it's with yourself or trying to assist someone else. Let us know. I like to know that people are trying, and because trying is the main thing. So we've unpacked a lot. Your default mode network can help you can trap you in dark daydreams or transform you with insights. The key is steering it wisely through awareness, engagement, and practice. Start today. Notice one wonder, tame it, and build from there. If this resonated, again, let us know in the comments. All right, so next exclusive episode, we're going to talk about emotional contagion, why you catch others' moods like a cold, and how to protect or spread the good ones. Keep mastering your mind with us and stay average. Just don't be a pawn. All right, God bless you guys and have a good week.